Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do my first update, if I remember. Let me go back. Yes, of my 2023 project pan. You guys know I started that this year. I will link up the intro just in case you guys miss what I put in there in the start and everything. I've been trying to use my makeup, but I did order some new makeup, which you guys will see this look in my last video when I tried on some new high-end makeup that I got from Sephora and everything. So all this will be down below or in the description before this. So if you guys want to know what look I had or what makeup I used, if it's not down below in the description box, it will be in the one below, in the one next before it. So I'll link both videos. That way you guys can click on the intro to this and to the while trying on a whole bunch of makeup, and you guys can see what I used in all that, my first impressions and my first thoughts. So like I said, intro, I've been doing this for every year for the past 2 or 3 years now. It's something that I love doing. It helped me get through products, which I can, and plus it's a longer goal. So beginning of the year to the end of the year, it's 12 months I have to pretty much see if I get this stuff done, see if I hit goals and all that. And let's go ahead, and I have one empty, so I did replace it. I'm so excited. So yeah, let's go ahead and go in order of putting makeup on and all that. So the first thing is for primers. I'm just going to tell you what it is, show you, tell you if I used it or not, and things like that. So it'll be a long video and everything. So the two primers I have is the Purlisse Matcha Green Primer. You guys know I love using this. This is a great, not only primer but moisturizing. It's supposed to help you from keep your face hydrated and moisturized, but you can also use it as a good primer, which I've done with both ways, and I love it. It works great for me in every sorts of way. It's one of my favorite ones out of all the primer moisturizers I have. This works the best, and I am literally almost out of it. I will use this all the time when I feel like that I don't want to put on a separate primer and a moisturizer. If I want to do a combo of both, I grab this. But my goal is to finish this. I'm almost done with it, and I will miss it because right now I have too much primers I need to go through, so I'm kind of have to wait on this. But once I have enough money, I probably will refresh this. The next one is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. So this will look like. I really do like this. It's also a lightweight primer. It smells like really good marshmallow still. I haven't used this at all. Like I said, I've been, when me working, because still I have a full-time job, plus I film and everything, and I've started to try out some new stuff this year. I kind of need to focus back on my project plan and all that. So yeah, for foundation, this is why I have the empty. Let's go to the empty. So the first one I had is the Tart Hydro Flex Serum Foundation. This is completely empty. It's a very small bottle, had a very small use, a little bit more use out of it, but I finally finished it. It was a very lightweight type of foundation, very liquidy, like a serum, and I had mine in Fair Light Natural. And I want to get rid of some of the mini foundations because I had quite a large foundations to get through. So I really did like this. I would buy again, but that would be in my empties. If you guys you'll see that at the end of March where I do my empties for this month. So like I said, this is a rolling also pan, so if I finish something I will replace it. Especially since it's still the beginning of the year. We're not that far along, so we're only in March now. So I decided to go ahead and get another small foundation, and this is the Tarte Maracuja Tint Hydration in Light Neutral. This is a more thicker type foundation. So this is what it look like. This will be good during summer when I get more tan and all of that. It definitely will match me a lot better. So this will be replacing it. I'm so excited to have foundation out. I know it's a mini, but it's still some. It's still great. It's still a compliment. So yeah. Okay, next for concealer. This should be almost done. I have two of my concealers, my Maybelline Adrian one in light, one in medium. This is so close to being done. I am so close to being done with this. If I keep trying, I guarantee I will have this done. Now, if I get this done, I'm not going to replace it because I have two concealers in here. So I'm just going to focus on this one when the light one get done. But you can see how much more of the light one I have left and how much. So this I use for underneath my eyes, and this I will use like spot seal and everything because it does a crease, it cakeless, it blends really well. I love these. These are one of my favorite drugstore concealers of all time. My always been my holy grail. So I'm excited to have another one out of my collection, done. I'll miss it, but like I said, I have plenty of concealers that I need to go through before I just recently bought concealer this year, and like I said, I need to focus on what I have and all that. So let's go ahead and so yeah. The next one is setting powder. Again, I am so close of getting this done. I can taste it. I've been working on this for seemed like forever. But it's two setting powders. One, you guys know, it's the Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder from Ciate. And like I said, I have only this much left. Like it's that small. This small. And literally, I could see me using, by the end of this year, all of it. And I'll be like, yes. Because again, I have so much powder, so much pressure powders that I really need to get these done. And I'm so excited to even have another one done. So hopefully by the next check-in, which I will be doing this every 2 months. So my next check-in will be in May. So beginning of May, sometime in May will be my second check-in, second update. So by then, hopefully I will be completely done, at least with the concealer, the powder, at the most. At least have 2 more products out. So we'll see. I'm excited. Now, oh, I forgot to talk about the other foundation, which is the Truly Yours BB Radiant Foundation. Another thing I'm hoping to get out because I am that close to getting this done. This is something that, like I said, for several videos and several project videos, not my favorite BB cream of BB foundation. It just doesn't work. It makes me oily. It's, yeah. So, like I said, I'm hoping next check-in I'll have 3 things done and out. So let's go back to powders. The second powder I have in this is the AOA Perfect Studio Pad. I've used this quite a bit. I actually think I'm halfway done with this. I've used this all over my face, under my eyes. It's very good powder. I actually do like it, and with it being small, it shouldn't, like I said, with these small products, it shouldn't take me long. I go through powder all the time, mostly underneath my eyes, but it depends if my skin is really oily. Like I said, and I know I keep repeating myself, my skin is extremely dry, extremely, it's like, only powder that I really prefer now is like powders that are very thin milled, ones that set underneath my eyes and my T-zone, which that's why I mostly get oily now, and all that. Okay, next for bronzers, I really am thinking about declaring this because I had Fenty bronzer. I really am thinking about declaring this because I had these This was so long, and I know it's probably expired by now, so even though I want to finish it, want to hit goal, want to hit pan, it's still creamy, but I think I am going to go ahead and declare this and just focus on one bronzer. I know I just have it for a long time, and I can't be using anything that has been in my collection for, I got this when it first came out. After they got down to when they got down to powder bronzer, they went to cream bronzers, and I love Fenty, and that was my first, I think, Fenty beauty product, and I've been out for a while, so yeah, I'm just gonna focus on this one, the Revlon Skin Light, which is a beautiful powder found bronzer. It has two sides, where you can see I do have a little small little dip, very hard pack. It's like one of those very pressed powders that is kind of baked, so this is more like a baked formula, so it's a little more difficult to try to get a dip or hit pan, which is my goal, but I've used quite a bit of it. It's beautiful, it works with me, it's in Sunlight Glow, it's give you a nice natural glow, which I do enjoy, because like I said, I've been enjoying more glowy type products. It's weird, because I used to be like, oh no, no glow, all matte, I don't want to be oily, you know, but happens when your skin, I get, like I said, it has to do between my age and me getting older, my skin changing, a lot of things are changing, so I'm kind of like, okay, I think now I know how dry girls feel like, it's kind of sucking away, so, yeah. My goal is to hit pan, so I'm just going to focus on this and just declare the cream one. I was going to wait till the end of the year, but I'm like, first of all, I don't use it much. I found, like, I bought the Tower 28 cream bronzer. I used that in my last video that you guys will see, and I love it. You guys will see how much I love it and how much it's easy to blend, and it looks beautifully and all that. So, yeah. Okay, next is blush. I have two. One is this one. I'm actually doing really good progress. This is She Glam Color Blush, Color Bloom Liquid Blush. I don't know if you guys can see the windows, but there is tons of windows, small little windows. Like, I don't know, like if you can see here, but I've been using this. This is in the shade Hush Hush. These are so beautiful, very lightweight, blendable easily. I just like literally, and you can even see me when I take it out. I literally think I could be done with this soon. Like me actually go through a liquid product is kind of shockingly, because with me, like I said, I'm not a big fan of liquid. But it has to be the right type of liquid. It has to be liquid that I become obsessed over. And don't mind the liquid. Don't mind doing a lot of easy to blend. It doesn't mess up my makeup. And doesn't make me look oily or greasy. Doesn't make me look even dry. You know, make me look drier than I already am. Like this right here is from some products that I used. And I'm like, okay, yeah. The powder one of it, and I also want to put more creams in these project pans, because like I said, I want to get rid of some creams that I'm not really a big fan of. It keeps the ones that I know I will use, love, and all that. So for powder, I got the Essence the Blush, which is a beautiful pinky one. Is called Befitting. I have somewhere the blush sign right here is about ready to come off. So I have another one in this type of formula that I completely got rid of the blush engraved. So hoping to hit pan. Next is highlights. So I have two highlights. Now, okay, you guys see this one highlight. I did hit pan on it. But it's a ColourPop highlight. They're very smooth. They're very creamy. There's the Super Shock cheek highlighters, and I did hit pan in one, but when I moved my finger around, it kind of closed it. This isn't much money. It was a bigger pan, But, you know, like I said, these are very creamy. They're very blendable, and I love them. And my goal is to finish them because they're still creamy, and I always keep the lid on tight, and I don't want them to go bad because they're my favorite cream highlights. And the other one is in Flexitarian. So this is what it look like. My goal is to finish these. So, because I've already hit pan on this, so I'm like, if I can hit pan, then I could definitely finish it. So those are my goals. The next one is only got one setting spray, and this is the NYX Plump Finish setting spray. It's okay mist. It's not my favorite. Like you guys know, my holy grail, the Milani Make It Last. Can't help that. Always been. So my goal is to finish this, but like I said, it's not my favorite. Okay, lips. I have the lifted gloss. I've used these. Now my goal is not to finish one, or finish two, or finish all of them. My goal is to see how many I can use up. So I have about seven of these. So I know these are one of my favorite glosses from drugstore. They're very shiny, they're very beautiful, they go on easily. They don't have a sticky feeling, anything like that, but I have all seven of these, and I'm going to see, like I said, my goal to see how many I can finish and all that, and get some use out of them. One I got use out of the most is probably the pearl one, which is this one right here, because it has like a little hole in it. So I have been using these over lipstick, over lip liners, over, you know, use them on their own. They're very beautiful. Okay, now I only put one liquid lipstick, one lipstick. I was not going to go any more than that. So my goal is to use them 23 times since they're in my 2023 project pan. So, made sense. So, the Revlon one, I've only used once. It's a very beautiful, called Obsessed shade. And it's a very brownie nude type shade. Still smells good, but my goal is to do them 23 times. So, technically, I have 22 more times to use for that one, and still 23 more times to use on this. And this is a very creamy formula, which I think is about ready to break because how old it is. Okay. But this is the Path McGrath matte trans lipstick in soft coral. Like, again, a very beautiful peachy I could wear during the spring when those colors come out in bright peachy pink colors. So those are my goals for the lip products. Next for eyeliner is the Johanna. To finish it, like I said, I don't hardly ever use eyeliners, but I kind of want them to get out of my collection because of that. And this is the Johanna one. I haven't used it at all, so yeah. For liquid shadow, I have so many, so I decided to put one in here just to do like a one look shadow or mix it with eyeshadow or something. This is the mannakadar something liquid eyeshadow in the shade, doesn't say, but it's like a brown with a little bit of gold reflex, and it still works. It's still liquidy, it still has that shine. So my goal, of course, is to finish it. Now I decided to put a couple of things on non-makeup. One is the lotion. So I did decide to put in the Waikiki Beach lotion. This is my nighttime lotion I use every night. I love it. It keeps my body hydrated and moisturized and all that. So I did try to make a line, but it didn't really work. So I have to get like Shoppies to actually line it up. But this is how much I have left. I'm a little bit below halfway. Like I said, if I used it every night, I could get it done and all of that. And then for body spray, I got the Dream in the Sky. This I use during the days I'm not working, because I have other body sprays I like. But this is one of my oldest one that I have to get through, and it still smells good. It does smell bad. It's from Bath and Body Works, both of these. So that is my everything that I have in my 2023 project plan, my updates and all of that. Hope you guys enjoy, and everything I have on my face, like I said, will be down below. It's a grocery box in the video before this. So like I said, I'll link both that video and my intro to this. That way you guys, just in case you missed it, and just in case you missed, you know, the beginning of this and my explanation and all of that. Till then, hope you guys have a lovely day and night, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and give a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell down below. That way you guys know when I upload every weekend. And until then, have a lovely day. Bye.